Yo folks, and welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about the latest gacha games, mobile titles, and games coming to June, Gacha News Weekly, and more. Let's jump right into this. First things being is the Hollow-Earth and Hololive alternative trailers released this week. Hollow-Earth is going to be coming to both mobile and PC. Now, the only thing with Hollow-Earth is it's probably not going to have gacha mechanics. As far as I know, it should be something like an open world survival game because it draws a lot of inspiration from Minecraft. Also, it has that Breath of the Wild Genshin Impact feel with it, with the monsters and things you're going to be encountering. Obviously, there's going to be Hololive members inside this game, so I'm super excited about that. I'm curious how everything's going to be implemented and whether you get to play as the main character. I believe her name is Yu Kururu, something like that. But everything here looks absolutely amazing. I love this trailer and I can't wait for Hollow-Earth to get released. And not to mention, the Hololive trailers itself with the animation looks so lovely. I wish I could play it, but I've been demonetized for showing anime trailers. So we get to see Gargura and Amelia Watson looking pretty snazzy right there. Also, we have Sanrio getting a PvP action game officially launched. What is this going to be about? I think it's a battle royale with maybe 20 people, like having Hello Kitty and everyone fight each other. I don't know why that's even a thing, but hey, you can play in JP in case you want to. Then we have Octopath Traveler Champions of Content Global Pre-Registration Opening. Couple of things with this game. It actually has a sort of release date for July 27th. No confirmation if that's actually true, but hey, that's some sort of news. If you're wondering where am I getting that information, this is going to be on the iOS store right here, July 27th. So if it actually happens, exciting. More to come on this one in July. Then we have Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis mobile games and new trailers. I want to set expectations right for this game in particular because it's not exactly a full reimagination of Final Fantasy VII. It's going to be segments of Final Fantasy VII broken up, being told in a certain format so that you can enjoy Final Fantasy VII as a whole. It's going to be going over different storylines with Cloud and Zack, and maybe even Angeal. Angeal was like the first carrier of like the Buster Sword. I don't know if there's like Final Fantasy VII fans out there, but the graphics for the RPG looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm curious how it's going to be coming out. But it also doesn't seem like your standard turn-based one. Maybe it's like some sort of selector, maybe it's like a timing thing like One Piece Treasure Cruise, but the gameplay for this looks not like a standard one to say the least. So I would set expectations a little bit lower in case you're looking for something that's a classic turn-based RPG. Outside of that, it looks really beautiful and I cannot wait for this to release. Then we have Ensemble Stars that is out now on Android and iOS. If you're wondering, this game has heavy support. It's won multiple awards on the Google Play stores and other fronts, so it's probably going to do decently well. Not perfectly well in the EN regions, but I feel like it's going to be safe to say that you can probably put some money into this and it'll probably be one of the better husbando rhythm collectors coming out anytime soon, and I have full support on this one. I feel like it's gonna do great just because there's nothing with this level of quality in husbando games outside of like that Hoyoverse title. I think this is definitely one of the better ones to come out as of recent. Then we also have some leaks with Avatar Generations. If you're wondering what exactly the leak was, it's some pre-registration news with certain units being released and some rewards. This was posted on Reddit, but it instantly got taken down. And what's interesting, there was news about the Avatar Last Airbender getting some movie trailers, or at least 3 new animated films, which sort of coincides with the fact with mobile games releasing in tandem with movies. So this being a thing, I feel like it's slightly not confirmed, but this is also by Square Enix, London Mobile, and Navigator Games. What did these guys put out? But it's kind of interesting that Avatar, The Last Airbender, gonna be getting a mobile game. We also have Never After launching in Southeast Asia, in case folks are interested. And we also have Mu Origin entering pre-registration for, I believe, Southeast Asia. I think this game is already out in EN. Then we have Merge Girls Idol RPG. If you're wondering why am I even talking about this, the waifus look kind of cute. Live 2D, it's cute. But most of all, it's just another waifu collector, and we have to have some sort of Gacha-esque style news. I don't think this is also going to be a gacha. I'm sure it's going to have like some sort of weird shard mechanic because that's how these idol RPGs flow. But hey, waifus are always adorable in the videos. Then we have Wuthering Waves talking about its minimum specs for the game in case you want to try this one out. And the specs are going to be Android devices require Snapdragon 855 SoC. I have no idea what that means. And on PCs, you need i5 567C or Ryzen 3700X for your motherboard. For graphics card, you need a 1060 or a Radeon 5700. I think that's a lot. And then for RAM, I'm guessing you need 16 gigs. Seems to be a performance-inducive game, so hopefully people can play it and they can optimize it a little bit better. Regardless, this is one of the games I'm looking forward to release sometime, hopefully 2022, 2023. It might be longer just because this game needs to be optimized with specs that require to have a 1060. We also have Once Human by NetEase releasing a CVTs in September 2022. Now, what's really interesting with this title is that it's a survival based, right? And I don't think that's popular in the mobile space, but hey, I'm always in for a surprise. I don't really see any waifus because, you know, that's what I'm usually into. But if it's an actual good game and there's survival aspects that actually make sense outside of, you know, your standard cookie cutter stuff where you rub stones together to make like a campfire where you can magically craft everything, sure, I'm about it. If it runs smoothly and actually works on mobile, more to come, I guess, in the future. Then we have Hoyoverse, that's going to be a browser-based MMO now on mobile devices in case you want to try it out. We have Kingdom Maker that I believe has some Clash of Clans and mechanics, but apparently it's going to be an RTS of sorts, so look forward to this one in case you like that sort of thing. Next we have Wonder Planets, and what's really weird with this one, it draws a lot of inspiration from Destiny Child. It's insanely lewd. I would love to play a trailer, but my other video for Ardor Gear Fusion got age restricted, so I feel like I'm on that weird radar now, and I'm kind of hesitant to release anything that's too sketchy these days. Just note, this is 10 downloads. I don't know if this game's legit. It seems like it should belong on Nitaku. More to come, I guess, someday, or in case you want to play it, there's Wonder Planets. We also have Railbound, a puzzle action game that seems sort of wholesome. It's coming out on Steam, PC, mobile, consoles, everywhere. In case you want something a little bit more chill, then you can definitely try out this game. I might try it out if I have some free time, but it's a pretty hard commodity to come by. Then we have events rolling on through. First event, Star Wars and P&D doing a collab. The only interesting waifu that I liked out of this one was Leia. That's pretty much it. But hey, P&D doing collabs with Star Wars. Kind of random, but also really cool. We also have Shadowverse entering its 6th anniversary, which I think is amazing. One of the longest standing games as far as mobile stuff goes. And then we also have World Flipper JP doing an Umame Musume collab. So glad to see Umame Musume doing its rounds in different areas. Mostly, of course, in the side games territory. And everyone looking really lovely. We also have Hatsune Miku coming on Blue Archive until June 28th. So feel free to check it out. In case folks were wondering about the Blue Archive. We have Riot Games collabing with Xbox Game Pass, and this is really huge because we have games such as Legends Wild Rift, Legends of Runeterra, and Teamfight Tactics getting thousands of dollars worth of in-game items and skins that are permanently unlocked for you to just have in these mobile games. It's thousands of dollars worth of free stuff when Xbox Game Pass is like $1, maybe like $5, $10 a month. That's like the cheapest mobile game or gacha experience I've ever heard of. Then we also have Shining Beyond ending its service only for 1.5 years. A little sad to see there. And then we have some Diablo Immortal like news as always. Asmongold, he got his 2nd Twitch account banned, mostly for racial stuff. I'm not really going to dig into it, but it always seems like Diablo Immortal has some sort of like headliner news causing some havoc. We also have Among Us, the sheriff role being deemed sus, and the devs said it's not going to be a thing, so you can't kill the imposters. And I don't know if anyone really cared, but I thought that was a little funny that its own game modes are not even going to be a thing. Even those are sus. Then we have Fortnite and Naruto doing a collab. Interesting enough, we'll have, you know, classic Sasuke, Naruto, Kakashi, and Sakura. And of course, Itachi, Gaara, and Hinata Orochimaru skins. So if that interests you, that's going to be a thing. We also have Fate Grand Order news with Moonsault Operations. Pretty cute looking waifu right there. Then we have Hoyoverse news upcoming. First things, Honkai Impact Third Hersher of Flame Scion getting a scaled figurine. So I feel like this is going to be pretty huge for Honkai fans. Is probably a good buy. It looks pretty cool to say the least. We also have Honkai Star Rail having a survey for its closed CBTs. And I feel like this is kind of interesting in case you guys want to affect how the social media platforms come to fruition, or in case you have some opinions about the games that you want to let the devs know about. Then we got Ito and Shinobu getting their banners on June 21st, which I think is pretty cool. And also, Shinobu is going to be a confirmed Electro Healer, the first of sorts. And honestly, she looks really amazing. I'm not sure if you've ever heard any of her synopsis, but she's insanely capable. Her being a healer just makes sense, and I'm super excited for this waifu. Seems to be a realistic get because she's a 4-star comparative to the 5-star equivalent of Yelan. So pretty cool. I'm excited for her to release. Before we jump into the next bits, spoiler warning, you have been spoiled, warned, and whatnot. And here we go, Genshin Impact leaks. Scaramouche, this is going to be the 6th Fatui Harbinger. So I'm assuming this is going to be an antagonist of sorts to delay our main protagonist, and we'll see how it goes. Maybe he'll have some interesting mechanics having to do with his fancy little hat. Then we got Malaysia restaurant selling some Yelan spice, which I think is kind of interesting. I never thought that Genshin Impact could be monetized in physical things like this. It's just a normal spice. It's gonna have a picture of Yelan on it, and I guess maybe people are buying it. Who knows? Then we have Red Bull Mobile Esports opening a Season 5 with games such as PUBG Mobile, World Cricket Championship, Hearthstone Battleground, and Arena of Valor. I think this is interesting, especially with the fact that Arena of Valor has skins for anime stuff, and the more exposure we have of anime things in esports just culminates into better anime games, I feel. That's my take on seeing esports coming more into the mobile space. Then we have Tencent Games doing a conference for June 27th. I feel like this is going to be pretty interesting because Tencent Games has brought PUBG Mobile, Call of Duty, and all sorts of big names into the scenes. So maybe we'll get an exciting announcement for a brand new, cool looking game provided by Tencent, but I'm a little skeptical. Next up, we have Nikke Goddess of Victory news with a Q&A that spoils some important information. Big things is the fact that they are still working on some things after the CBT. And this leads to the next question, when is the game being released? Not anytime soon, I think, maybe in 2022 still, just because there's going to be another CBT in summer. So that is going to delay a couple of things. And what regions are going to be included? I believe it's going to be more countries, so that's why they're probably doing this. They probably want to stress test their systems because this is going to be coming out everywhere, I believe. And is there going to be a gacha system in Nikke? Yes, there's a guaranteed summon system, so pity is going to be a thing. What are the languages? It's going to be Korean, Japanese, and English. I feel like that's really huge for Nikke because not a lot of games get 3 language supports in VA format, so that's going to be really cool. Because remember, it says dubbed, which means there should be voice acting, right? And in case you want to learn more about game dev stuff, there's going to be some developer notes coming out later. And then why are some of the terms in the newest version different from the old game? It's mostly for English localization, so I guess there was some translation stuff. Really huge news overall for Nikke Goddess of Victory because it points us closer to a release date. And hopefully it doesn't come out later than 2022 and doesn't leak over into 2023. But it really fuels me knowing that they are putting everything they have to release a proper game for Nikke. Lastly, let's go ahead and do the giveaway news. And like I said, the first impressions video, it got age restricted, which is super sad. So I am paying out of pocket with this one using the sponsored monies, of course, from BlueStacks. So huge thank yous. We're going to go ahead and copy the link right there, and we're going to select a winner. Just know I filtered duplicate users and I excluded myself. So sorry. I have to do the captcha. 7 + 9, 16. Yeah, let's do this. Who is going to be the winner? 66 unique comments. Let's go ahead and start. And the winner is going to be whiskypur. I'm thinking about starting this game. Looks cool. Well, now you can start this game with $25 on the dot. So whiskypur, go ahead and look for me. DM me on Discord, Twitter, Instagram. wherever you can find me in order to claim your giveaway. Next up, I promised a giveaway for the tier list, so let's go ahead and select the winner for this one. Same rules apply, no duplicate users, and we are going to not include replies in the comments. We're excluding myself. 5 plus 8, or 5 plus 3 is 8. Let's go ahead and do that. Get the YouTube comments. How many unique comments for this one? I guess both just have 66 unique comments. That's interesting. So let's go ahead and pick a winner for this one. And it's going to be Alvaro. Can I fully ignore PvP on this game? Yes, you can, Alvaro. Also, you won the $25 giveaway, so make sure to contact me on Twitter, Discord, or Instagram. However way you can get a hold of me, and we'll talk about the details. So congrats to the winners, whiskypur and Alvaro. That is really huge. And I hope you guys enjoy the sponsored content, because that's what really fuels the growth of like the channel, doing giveaways and just getting better equipment. Like I still need to get a webcam in order to properly do some videos where you can see my facial reaction and me being actually shocked at what I get. But anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. Once we hit 35,000 subs, we're doing a giveaway. We'll do the Instagram giveaways a little bit later. But thanks so much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day, and see you guys in the next one.